Welcome to Hudson Stadium in Eugene. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with Rutgers head coach before the game. He believes so strongly in this wide receiver. He has been in the top 5 all season in receiving yards. Nobody can cover this guy. We've seen every type of different defense, bracket, zone. Nobody has been able to stop him this year. Let's see if he's able to have a similar impact on this game today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Rutgers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Out to run this offense, A.J. Serace. His productivity through the first half of the season has him squarely in the Heisman Trophy race. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Swamped immediately.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Finds his man in the middle. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Scarlet Knights are rolling down the field. Looking for space. It's Raymond. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Hand off to the lone back. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
And the Scarlet Knights will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Back to throwing, they've got to go a long way. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
And this D's given up a lot of yards, and it looks like a failed possession, but right here they get a chance to save it. Nice job. They're forcing a passing third and goal situation here. Got to stay sticky to these wide receivers. One more down, and it would look like a really bad possession can turn into a field goal and a win for this defense.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So Oregon's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. More than 300 yards and 3 scores in his last outing.
Well, this guy's been sensational individually, and when he plays well, he gives his team a chance to win. We know that. Now, obviously, they've got 2 losses. You can't afford another one if you want to reach the college football playoff, David. I think people around him need to step up, and that's going to be, I think, critical in this game.
It's critical the rest of the season. Like you said, the mulligans are gone. You've had a couple of bad performances, but I think they've learned, too, what they do well. And he had a good week last week. Build on it. No more room for error. Everyone step up. Like you said, the run game get better, receivers make plays, and then see where the season goes.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Hampton. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bear. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. 2nd and long here. Cuts it upfield. It's Griffin. Dragged down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Saying in the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ducks. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Firing deep. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Hits inside. It's Raymond.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Finds the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Scarlet Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Driving forward, it's Raymond. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pushes for the goal line.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They're having none of this running game down on the goal.
They'll try to pound their way in. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Barrels ahead. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looking for blockers. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Here's Iamaleava to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Zings it complete to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Throws it off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Ducks in the hurry up.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Pass is incomplete, but I think the defense was offsides, and this will probably be a first down.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Nico Iamaleava throwing again. Pulls it in. It's Hampton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Motion from the back. Iamaleava. Caught close to the marker. It's Hampton. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Griffin. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Keep it on the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. They were all over it. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Throwing, Iamaleava. Wide out trying to get it in. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And he's in. Touchdown, Ducks.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. Not great field position. We'll see how aggressive they are in the final seconds. Drops back on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Black. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Rutgers takes its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Caught, it's Black. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
He wants to throw it. He wants it all. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with a look at Illinois taking on the number 3 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Illini able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Autzen Stadium in Eugene. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Scarlet Knights will line up to kick off and start the second half. From deep, it's Robinson. Makes a move. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I caught up with the Ducks head coach coming out of the locker room at the half. They have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the third quarter, gain some momentum here, and change the course of this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Right side, it's Hampton. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, that's 2 very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number 1, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw into. And the second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just take off and get what you can get. You got to like the decision-making this guy is showing right now in this game.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Bear. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Finds his man. It's Bear. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Hauls it in. Makes a catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Makes the catch. It's Duff. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Moves to his right. Going to try to get it himself.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Reels it in. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Straight ahead, it's Raymond. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
2nd down to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
From the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Iamaleava. Under pressure. And it's a sack.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
3rd down in the gun. Iamaleava unloads it left. It's caught. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're in the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Throwing, Iamaleava. They're working that left side. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Stands in and takes the hit. Out wide right, it's Bear. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
From the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Quick give. Nice move to keep running. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead down a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Scarlet Knights sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on 4th down. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. He's down immediately, but they convert on 4th down and keep the drive alive.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He wants to throw it again. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And there is little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double-teamed, right? Because he's right there, and you got the guards next to him, but the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets to the quarterback, and gets the sack.
Got his man. Taken down. The Scarlet Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the right. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Turning it on. The 30. He's at the touchdown. Ducks. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You've got to stop turning the football over.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Defense there to stop him after he spun his way to a 5-yard pickup. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
This drive will open from the 15. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. He's taking a deep shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the air.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. They'll take the penalty and move them back. First down here for the offense. Changing the routes with his receivers. From the gun. That's reeled in. It's Duff. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. Wants to throw on 1st. Got the back over the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Timeout called by the offense, 29 seconds left on the clock. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll send the back in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week again.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David